Hello again. I think the title of this testimony is God Control Everything? 2 years prior to this incident, my dad had passed away from cancer. And his wife, my stepmother, and his daughter, my half-sister, and he always went to Yellowstone National Park every other summer. And they asked if Shane, our son, could come up that summer and help drive to Yellowstone. And so we flew him up there, and they left off to go to Yellowstone. When we get home from church that Sunday after we flew him up there, and our daughter's standing in the front yard to tell us that there's been an accident. My stepmother fell asleep at the wheel, rolled the car a couple of times. She went halfway out the window and had severe injuries. The kids were fine, some bumps and bruises, but they were great. So the people who called actually took our kids to the hospital. They were left on the scene by themselves, and they said they would wait there until we got there. So flying or driving, it was 9 hours either way. We decided to fly, and on the plane up there, I'm thinking through my stepdaughter's, my half-sister's situation. I mean, she just lost her dad. I was there for most of that, and frankly, it will be on another video. But and now there's a good likelihood that she's going to be an orphan. And I'm really struggling with, Lord, I mean, this doesn't seem like something you would do. And I'm really questioning, does stuff happen, outside of your province or outside of your control? I mean, is there stuff just happen and you don't have a say-so over it? And so I struggled with that question until we got to the hospital, and the first thing that my son said to me was, "Dad, I had $40.85 on the seat next to me, and I couldn't find it anywhere." And I said, "Son, I'm just happy to see you vertical, man. I mean, forget the $40.85. But it was important to him, I guess. And so the next day, we decided to go visit the car, which was in the junkyard. And we did that, looked through everything, pulled out, whatever was left that was of value. And then we decided to go visit the crash scene. This was pretty horrendous crash scene. A lot of people had gathered around, including the Bob and Mary Kraft, who had stopped to take our children to the hospital. A good Christian family who we've grown to love and have visited here, we visited there for years to come. But we went and visited the crash scene, and you could see where the car had started to flip. There was dirt dug up, and you could see exactly where it landed. And you could tell because there was a pile of glass where the front window was and a pile of glass where the back window was. And in between those two piles of glass was that $40.85 just laying there. Tons of people at that crash scene, and that money's just laying there. The wind always blows in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and that money's just laying there. Becky and I almost simultaneously said, God's in control. I mean, that's what it meant to both of us. He is in control. It may sound a little odd to you, but instantly we both thought, wow, this is him, whatever he's doing. And he did a lot through this, more than I can have time to express on this video, but these people insisted that we stay at their house, and they were, as I said, good Christian people, and we ended up staying for 5 weeks until my stepmother could be air flighted back to Cincinnati. The second week we were there, he told me that they were going on vacation, that they had this planned for a year and they couldn't cancel out, and so they had to go. And my next words were going to be, well, that's not a problem. I know you have motels here. We'll be fine. And before I could get that out, he said, all we ask is that you take care of the house while we're gone. I mean, who does that? Matter of fact, a lot of his friends that found out about it kind of questioned him. He said, are you sure about this? And his response was, to whom much is given, much is required. So, we had a great friendship from there on out. That will be on another video as well. 2 things I want to leave you with. God loves you more than you can possibly comprehend on this side of heaven. And secondly, He is everywhere. He has more for you. He desires for you to experience Him, for you to seek Him, because there's more. There's tons more for both of us. And it's just a matter of taking the time to seek Him. God bless.